It's Tyler's Tarot in the house. And I'm here to do your reading today for Scorpio. 1 second. Let's get this window bigger. Alright. Okay. Give me a second. We're going to do Scorpio. And if you sent an email, I'm going to get to those afterwards about the personal readings. But right now, I'm going to finish my generals up. Alright. Okay. Let's do this. How y'all doing? Let's see what's going on with Scorpio in love, baby. Alright, here we go. Let's see what's going on with Scorpio in love. What is the energy surrounding Scorpio in their love lives, please? You're welcome, Mama. You're welcome. I'm glad you like it. Well, thank you, Kelly. I hope I'm still losing weight. Thank you. Appreciate it. I've been trying. I've been eating less. Even when I stopped smoking, like it's so weird not being able to smoke, or not being able, but like not smoking. It's just like it's such a big part of my life, but I couldn't do it no more. I got tired of the smell, honestly. Scorpio, what happened in the past? The Five of Pentacles, the Two of Swords reverse, and this. Okay, 4 cards wanted to come out. So you and a person. Okay, so there was. Okay. All right. So you were left out in the cold by someone, or you had to leave someone in the cold. Like you made a final decision to get your happiness back and stop dealing with someone. 8 of Wands reversed, which tells me there was no. Everything's about not communicating. I noticed this non-communication shit. So it's like you've become happier since you stopped feeding a situation, since you stopped communicating with someone. I think that some of you were left out in the cold by someone in the past, or you had to leave a situation in the cold. All right, in December. So there was definitely no communication between you two. And you made a final decision to put your happiness first and not this person. All right. So some of you got ghosted or left behind. If it's not ghosted, you just basically. I just feel like there was this energy of you and this person not done with one another in December, or you two stopped communicating, one or the other. All right. Let's see. 8 of Swords reversed coming into January. So you are getting yourself out of a. You came to your senses about a situation. You came to your senses. This person's really doing a whole lot. I feel like their energy's a hoe. Some of you doing a hoe. For me to say hoe, I don't know why I said that. Somebody's a hoe. What I get is somebody's energy. I meant to say their energy's everywhere. Like, I get that you honestly. Let me see. Why is it all happening in the full reverse? Somebody, it's an Aries. I feel like honestly, yeah, there was a failed relationship in the past, a failed connection, lovers reversed in the past. Somebody was a Gemini or an Aries. I also have Leo here and Libra. All right, those are the signs that are popping up. That doesn't mean they have to be that sign, but that's what's popping up so far. Best case scenario, the King of Pentacles reversed. I mean, it's an Earth sign. 2 of Cups. Damn, you got cards flying out. You fell out with someone. That connection you used to have with someone is no longer there. All right, who's coming towards you? The 4 of Pentacles. This person's energy is everywhere but you. They're doing a whole lot. I feel like there's indecision from them, or they're just like not that entirely focused on you right now. In fact, they're not even really holding on to this as tightly as they used to. 4 of Pentacles reversed. One story, folks. I'm sorry it's so negative off the bat, but you know what? You don't come here because you're living a positive poly lifestyle. And your emotions, the 5 of Swords. You still have an issue with them. Some of you have a lot of money coming in January, February with 10 of Pentacles in the out. Well, obviously tax returns. But some of you just have a lot of money coming your way as well. Some of you, there may be some communication between you and this person towards the end of January or going into February or March. Fire sign. Why is the 8 of Swords reversed here for? Some of you, I'm telling you, some of you have come to your senses about a situation. You're no longer keeping yourself trapped to this situation. You've closed off emotionally, but I think you still have emotion for them, but their energy is everywhere but you. 7 of Swords reversed, 2 of Pentacles coming towards you. So whoever this person is, they're breaking free. Some of you, there was deception around this person, or somebody was very sneaky. They were not very honest. It could have been you doing this to them. It could go either way. This is somebody you don't trust at all. Like you're getting over the situation, but you don't want to put yourself back in it. I'm seeing a better connection coming along for you as well. But I also feel like some of you are turning your back on this person, or you're not really expecting much from them at this point. That's what I'm kind of getting. This is a very straightforward reading. I feel like in the past, you either left the person in the cold, or they left you in the cold, or it was just cold between you two, cold and distant. And you were not, there was blocks in communication or a lack of communication in the month of December is what it's telling me. And coming in straight smack dab into January, it's like you're no longer remaining trapped to someone. You're kind of closing off to it. King of Cups reversed. I think you still have emotion for them, but you're putting yourself first. And some of you, this person, they're really distancing themselves right now. Some of it's a Cancer. They're being distant right now. They're trying to move forward with their life. They have a lot that they're dealing with in January. Their energy is like really scattered in January. I'm not seeing them be entirely focused on you. It says they're breaking free. Two of Cups reversed in the near future. Why? 2 cards came out. Yeah, I don't see you sticking around with them or them sticking with you. I gotta be honest. First and foremost, let me see, why was there a failed union and 2 cards came out? Wow, look at this. Y'all's cards are like really disastrous. I hate to like put this out here, but this is how it's coming up. In the past, honestly, you two fell out or disconnected. All right, I think this is something that you're healing from pretty fast, or you don't. I see you getting over it pretty fast. I don't see you being stuck on it for a long ass time. Basically, what I'm trying to say. In the past, you started to avoid this person. They started avoiding you. I think there was this deep connection at one time between you two, but then slowly but surely, you both started to become distant, or they started to avoid you, or vice versa. So it was like a gradual, some of you almost immediate. The situation went to shit. The situation went to shit. For some of you, it was gradual. Some of you, it was an immediate thing. But it's like there was a connection there at one point, a great connection. But it's like slowly but surely, you started to distance yourself from this person. They started to distance themselves from you. All right. Like I said, I'm kind of getting, for some of you, it was gradual. Some of you, almost immediately. But I feel like at this point, you're not really jumping back into it. You're just kind of like getting over it and accepting it for what it is, really, is what I'm getting. All right? Let me see how they see you. I think you still have a little bit of feelings for this person, but it's not enough to keep your ass stuck in it, basically, what I'm kind of getting. All right. How does this person view Scorpio, please? The Page of Cups reversed. The Page of Swords. See, it's all about communication, and a 9 of Pentacles. So, again, they see how you're okay being... This person, their perception of you is this. Let me just put it out there. Their perception of you is this. Oh, damn, Scorpio is like this single woman, single man, or they're just like okay being... It's kind of like you come off as somebody who's okay being single, who's all about their money, their singlehood. That's how you're coming off. They also think that you're stalking them or watching them. So they see how distant you're acting, or how single woman, single man you're acting. But at the same time, they know you still watch, or they feel like you still watch them, or you still stalk them, or you keep tabs on them. But they feel like you're not. See, they see you as the Page of Cups reversed. So they know they don't see you being very communicative. They see how non-emotional you are and how single you're acting. But there's something about them where they think that you're either one, talking about them to others, or that you're watching them. They may feel like you're inquiring about them or spying on them. Somebody's a Libra or a water sign. How do you see them? Well, 2 parts. Well, one, the Fool reverse. Somebody's an Aries or an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So I kind of, or a fire sign. What I get here is you don't trust this person. Some of you think they don't trust you, or you don't trust them. Like the 3 of Swords. So you feel like you two are severed. I feel like you think the nail's in the coffin with this person. I feel like you think it's done. That's your perception of this situation. All right. And you feel like they're really detached and cold right now. Like, I don't feel like you think that they're really that emotional. For some of you think they're watching you too. But I feel like you don't trust them. And for some of you, you think they don't trust you. It could go either way. But I get this energy of basically you feeling like this situation's done. Like you're just done. Or you think it's done. You think it's over. Like you feel like it's just like beyond repair at this point. Some of you think it's beyond repair. How do you both feel about this? Yeah, you both feel distant. Some of you are at a distance from one another. It's just that you both feel like it's a waste of time. You're both ready to heal from it and move forward with your lives. You both have each other in your thoughts. I think you both mutually think of one another. So if you find yourself throughout January thinking about them, be rest assured that they're thinking about you too. But I think you both feel that it's a waste of time. So you both think the situation doesn't need to be repeated, or in a sense. All right. Now let me do a spread for those that are actually communicating. So for the ones that are actually communicating with this person right now, how are things going? So if you're actually talking to this person right now, something told me to do this. What is Scorpio doing toward them? The Seven of Cups reversed. So you feel there's a lack of trust. This full reverse has popped out in all your spreads. Why is the Seven of Cups reversed for? Like you, honestly, for the ones that are communicating with this person right now, I feel like honestly, you see this person, you Scorpio see this person as the one you want to stick with, like, and you're willing to go to the world's end to stay with them or be with them. Like, so you're willing to carry this burden, the burden being this person, just so you can say they're yours or you can just stick with them. See, because you only got, the only option you see right now is them for you. All right? And they have love for you. They have love for you too. Why are they the Devil reversed though? They feel like this is toxic. See, the person you're talking to thinks it's toxic, or it's starting to get kind of toxic, and they're kind of wanting to take a step back, but they can't either. So you both have this like mutual like, oh, we're going to stick in there. We're going to stick with one another no matter how hard it is, because I love you, you love me. You're the one I want, I'm the one you want type energy. There's trust issues between you two, whether you don't trust them or they don't trust you. You two are not that very vulnerable to one another. It's like, yeah, you two are there physically or speaking to each other, but it's like the trust is not there between you two. So this is that's what I'm getting. Like, I feel like this person you're dealing with is conflicted. They kind of want to take a step back, but at the same time, that love they have for you or that emotion they have for you is the only thing that's keeping this thing going. And you feel like they're the one you want as well. Like, you don't see anybody, you have tunnel vision for this person. You only have eyes for them. And you're willing to carry it through despite the burden that you feel like it is. But the only issue I see between you two that are communicating right now, I feel like, honestly, there's no trust there. I don't know if it's you're not trusting them, they don't trust you, or it's just a lack of vulnerability between the two. All right? Okay. Okay. All right, let's do this. Oh wait, let's see. Let's do singles. What about single Scorpios, please? Single Scorpios for January, please. The Lovers. I got a connection coming up with a Gemini. Hermit card. So some of you are really just remaining to yourself. You may not get out much singles, or you're just kind of in a hermit mode. Like, some of you are just like not getting yourself out there. You're just kind of staying at home a lot, or you're not really getting out much. All right. Your challenge is the Death card. So your challenge is having to let things in, and you are. But I think that a lot of you are becoming homebodies, or you're just at home a lot. You may be not getting out as much as you used to, or just not getting out as much at all. Why is it all happening in a Judgment reverse? So some of you, you're not given second chances to pass things. You're ready to move forward. You're giving up on love. I see a Leo or an air sign coming your way. Like, you want a relationship, but right now you're just like kind of in hermit mode is what it keeps talking about. Yeah, some of you are just drained from emotional situations. You kind of want to leave that alone for the time being. Some of you are not getting a second chance with an earth sign, or they're not giving you a second chance. Could be any sign. Or you're so money focused. You're letting old shit end. You're not wanting to repeat those things that don't need to be repeated. That's what I keep getting. It's the same theme. You're tired of old shit. Some of you may get a confession of love, or you may try to confess something to a former fling or an old fling. You may get a confession of love. Somebody may say, I love you, or try to keep you stuck in it, or vice versa. That's what you'll do. But your challenge is to end. Somebody's a Scorpio. I just feel like, honestly, your challenge is to get over the past and let it end. I don't think that you want to repeat past things. Like, I don't even think that some of you are even open to it, or you just wouldn't. It's not what you fancy to basically rekindle something, basically. Let's get that you're in this. Yeah, you're in your hermit mode. All about your money, or that's a big focus for you. You're really staying home a lot, or you're just like in this hermit stage, all right? Like, some of you, I keep getting there's going to be a confession for some of you. For some of you singles, a former fling, you may confess something to, or you'll get a confession from them. It keeps talking about it right here. But it's all about the Benjamins for you, single ones. Some of you have the unhealthy attachment to your work, or you're just like really all about work right now. You don't feel like love is going good for you, so you're like, let me focus on my work, my money. You're tired of, you're getting to become like this hermit who's like kind of bitter about their life. Like, that's what I keep getting. It's how you see yourself. The Queen of Swords reversed, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, and the Tower. So you're at a point of like, where you're just like cutting shit out left and right. You ain't taking shit from no one. All right. Okay. Okay. All the way from Aries to Pisces. What can you tell me? That damn Ten of Swords is in every fucking reading. The Ten of Swords, the Devil, and the Fool is in every reading. People keep thinking I'm reading the same shit, but it really is the same shit because the same cards keep popping out. Like, I'm not getting no lovey-dovey cards. I noticed that. You're dealing with an Aries that's at a halt, and they're basically coming to their senses that this is not going anywhere, and they're just like accepting it is what I kind of get. The Taurus is throwing their hands up, but they're still grieving you and disappointed how you two are doing. The Gemini, there'll be a lot of communication in January between you and this Gemini, but they don't have optimism that it'll go anywhere. So if you notice, they're very pessimistic. They're not optimistic. You know that if you feel okay when you're communicating with a Gemini in January, when you two are communicating, if they act pessimistic, it's because they are, because they don't really see any hope in you two, but they still won't defeat it. So there's still interest between you and the Cancer. That's coming to an end, but they're not going to move on easily. All right. They're still wanting to deal with you, basically. If you're doing a Leo, they're stressed about a love triangle. Or you're stressed about a love triangle with a Leo. But I kind of feel like they're really stressed about this. Why is that? They're still attracted. They still want to deal with this. But I think there's others in the equation, whether on your behalf or theirs. If you're doing a Virgo, they do think about you. They think about the disconnect you two had, or the breakup, or the disconnect. But you're on their mind a lot. If you're doing a Libra, they kind of miss you or feel left out. And they're frustrated because there's no communication, but I'm not seeing them really initiate much. If you're doing another Scorpio, they don't want to work on this. They're trying to get out of this. They felt trapped to this. If you're doing a Sagittarius, they're not going to change, or they're just going to be just really detached and not change their ways, or you won't change for them. I just kind of get this energy of stubbornness. The Capricorn is cutting you out of their life or being detached, and are getting balanced despite what they dealt with you. They feel more balanced now. They're cutting out shit left and right. The Aquarius doesn't want any more drama. They're kind of emotionally unavailable right now, which tells me they may think that you were all about drama, or that you were full of drama they didn't want. So they're very closed off. The Pisces still wants growth. They do still want, thanks Damon for the 22, appreciate that. The Pisces still wants growth and expansion. I'm seeing them rush in, or you rush towards them. Like a lot of passion between you two. If you're a fertile Myrtle, be careful. I feel like, honestly, there's going to be an expression of emotions between you and a Pisces. If somebody was keeping their feelings hidden, it won't be hidden anymore. It'll come to the forefront, whether it's from you or them. I'm seeing positive advancements between you and a Pisces. Be careful. If you're fertile, be careful. Let's put it that way. If you're not, don't worry about it. Obviously, if you're all dried up down there, then you don't have nothing to worry about. It kills me to people that say, "Well, I can't get pregnant." Well, then good for you. Let the come on now. That's what I get. So, well, thank you, Diana Boss from Bakersfield. How you doing? I haven't seen you in forever. All right. So with that being said, you all have a good one, and I'll talk to you later. All right.